In the navigation tree, if you place the mouse on one object and you see the tag, it tells you the navigation tree, it tells you how many rows in it, you can go to another object. Okay, now if you click the right mouse button, you would see what we call a context menu for this object. This context menu for this object has some items. The refresh, which it will reload this object's data from the database. When you click on it, it will go and reload the object's data from the database. Why you want to do that? If more than one user are working on this object and you want to reload that object from the database, you can request to reload. The help, you can publish any help on that object to help your users use that object. You could say whatever you want to, generate a lot of help on that object and put it under here. When you click here, it tells you no help for row this of this object, but it tells you some stuff. If you are a configurator, it tells you you are in the system config pro train, you are in the template object navigation tree that has maximum 512 rows. Based on the object navigation tree with main template obj file, uses the icon blah blah blah, and the view this, the permitted UDFs, and all the events. Basically, it shows you the work that the configurator does. If you're not set as a configurator, normal users don't see that, see only that part up there. But since for this object there is no help, it tells you no help for this object. Otherwise, it will show you the help that you published for this object. So this is the help system, which is context-sensitive help that you can publish. Once you design an object, you design its help also, so users will be able to know how to work with it. Always in the navigation tree, there is a set user filters. If for certain objects a user is allowed to modify the user filter that you set for him, once you say set user filters, it will show here the user filters where you could show them, where you can modify them. But since you are not allowed to update any user filter on this object, it will show you this message if there are no user filters on this object. Another two more things that you can do in the navigation, in the context menu of any object. It says open in a sub window. Usually, let's open this in a sub window. You see, it opened this object by itself in a session by itself called this. You can still follow the links and do whatever you want to here, but it's like a separate sub window will always remain on top. You might need it once you define UDIs to control to go to different places from a single area. Let's say, show me all the invoices that were not approved yet. It will show you all the invoices. Open it in a sub window and click on each invoice one at a time. This will control this guy. It will modify. It will take you there, but will keep this list active. You will need it in various places. We'll give you an example how to do that. One more thing that you can do here. It's called open new session. Open new session. The same user would like to open another session with the same username. If you try to open from outside, it will tell you cannot. From here, open new session. It will create another session here where you can move here anywhere you want to, change, go to any place that you want to. This is a session and this is another session independent. Always the same user training 1, and here the same user training 1, but this will tell you you are in session number 1. As you can see, session number 1 in the Alt tab, and here if we go there, it will tell you always you are in session number 0 of the Alt tab. So this is the navigation tree context menu, and we covered all these 5 things, what each one can do in this one. By the way, you can open not only 2 sessions, you can open more sessions, for example. But notice, wherever I am, it will open a similar session to wherever I am. So I can do open new session and it will open a 3rd session. And this is session number 2. As you can see here, it will tell you session number 2. These are 3 independent sessions. You can open as many sessions as you want to. Same user, but different places. We can log out from the 1st session. You can log out from the 2nd session. And you can log out from the last session. We'll talk about it later. Thank you.